this is a documentary that was like, oh, fuck yeah. And I was like, oh, that took a nosedive real fucking quick. Chase Blackie here with the Blue Futon reviewing The Devil on Trial. What's about? Pretty simple premise. Have you seen The Conjuring 3? The Devil Made Me Do It? Well, this is the true story of that movie. And did I like this one? Like I said in the intro, I was entertained the first 50 minutes of this film. I was like, oh yeah, this is creepy. This is scary. I'm enjoying it. But then it took the biggest nosedive in the last 20 minutes of this documentary, and I said, what the fuck just happened? The air was taken out of this documentary. The bias was completely shown, and you're just thinking at the very end, you're showing literally one side of the story now. You refuse to give the other side, and it's kind of disgusting. So talking about the positives, I do think this is filmed and shot and interviewed in a very fantastic way with getting the people from the past to give their side of the story. And it was creepy. How they did the first 30, 40 minutes. I was hooked. I was entertained. I had goosebumps with the footage, the camera, the audio. And I was like, shit, this shit wild. And I was like, yeah, give me more. Tell me what happens next. Okay. So I said about 30, 40 minutes. All right, so about 40 minutes to 60 minutes. And you go, okay, let's take an interesting turn about the actual killing that you see in the Conjuring movie, as well as the older brother's experience of what he saw and what the dad saw. And you could tell there's, I would say, three sides to the story. The Warrens, the two non-believers, and the family that believes, and this weird medicine thing at the very end. Okay, so like I said, you have the sister, the person that committed the murder, and the brother that was possessed that are like, this really happened. Then you have the older brother, and then the dad saying, fuck this, they're lying. It's just all bold-faced lie. Then you have this Warren, I want to say niece, nephew, or cousin, who kind of was in the documentary for 5 minutes. So you're thinking, okay, so you get to this side of the story where you could totally tell this brother did not believe a single thing, neither the dad believed a single thing. That's cool. Show me that side of the story as well. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with saying, oh, maybe the kid, was doing some stuff that maybe it wasn't true, maybe it wasn't. Maybe when his dad smacked him, it knocked the devil out of him. Like, whoa, shit, I wasn't expecting that. And the devil was shocked. I don't know. It is what it is. But the very end, where it talks about it, literally punches the Warrens, and there's no one to defend the Warrens. And I think that is the dirtiest thing to do, where they're like, well, they stole money from us. But the clip they show about, or that you hear about this phone call, it's circumstantial at best. Like, nothing in that phone call says, I stole the money or anything like that whatsoever. And we're just have to believe this people about money and who made money off this Conjuring universe. Did the Warren estate make money off it? I don't know. It's kind of like The Blind Side, where they're like, actually, did the family even make money? And this is the same way where it's like, you're making accusations, but there's no facts to back it up at the very end of the story. And it's a big slap in the face. And then I would say there's another slap in the face where the mother is not there because the mother's dead, and the older brother is saying something about the mom, and you're just like, this is some fuckery now. This is getting to some territory where I was like, this is some bullshit. This is some fucked up bullshit where I'm like, no, I can't do it. It's kind of like ice cold, and this is the same way where I'm like, this is shenanigans 101, where it just doesn't work. The last 15, 20, 25 minutes was the biggest nosedive I've seen in the longest time in documentary and movie making history. So overall, The Devil on Trial, I found the first, like I said, 45, 50 minutes so fascinating, so entertaining, but it was like oh, what is happening? Oh my God! The Devil on Trial will receive a 1.5 out of 5 of Futons, which equals that 30%. So the critics news scores gave that one. The critics a 36% with 14 of them. Audience score 46% with over 50. Down below, we have 3 out of 5s. Then we have 4 out of 10s. So not a lot of positives, you know what I mean? But I think the same people in my boat were, you were entertained. But then it just went, what are you trying to say? Anyway, you have the 36, the 46, the 30. Chase Scott here with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. One of the things, Butontopia. You Butons take out a great day now. If you're watching today, tomorrow, week from now, month from now, year from now, I love every single freaking one of you. Did you watch this one? Even though I do think Conjuring 3 was the weakest in the trilogy, maybe I do need to give it a rewatch because it wasn't James Wan. I think that's what really made it worse.